Picture this. The Arizona sun is just kissing the red rocks outside Phoenix when a 20-ton National Guard supply truck growls up to the wrought iron gate of Willow Creek Estates, only to be planted in its tracks by one guy and his sacred clipboard. Peaceful suburb? Try powder keg wrapped in HOA bylaws. Because when Karen Whitaker decided her little desert kingdom trumped national security, she didn't just poke the bear. She handed it a map and said, "Come get me." The call crackled through Ryan Caldwell's truck radio at 6:47 a.m. "Boss, we got a problem." HOA Rent-A-Cop is standing dead center in front of the rig like he's auditioning for a bad cop movie. Marcus, Ryan's lead driver, sounded equal parts amused and ready to snap. Ryan nearly spit out his coffee. Horizon Logistics ran federal contracts hauling encrypted comms gear, water purifiers, and MREs for guard desert drills. Time-sensitive stuff that didn't wait for soccer mom approval. He floored his pickup toward the gate, already rehearsing the calmest version of "You've got to be kidding me." The scene that greeted him was pure suburban theater. Kyle Benson, former high school hall monitor turned HOA enforcer, stood legs spread, reflective vest straining over his dad bod, one palm slapped dramatically on the truck's hood. "Whoa there, big fella." Resolution 14.7a clearly states no commercial vehicles over 2 tons without 48-hour board pre-approval. Kyle tapped his laminated cheat sheet like it was the Constitution. Marcus leaned out the window. "This ain't Amazon, pal. It's National Guard cargo for today's statewide readiness drill." Kyle didn't blink. "Rules are rules. Turn around." Ryan stepped forward, voice level but edged. "Kyle, this truck is carrying gear that keeps Arizona safe when the next monsoon hits. You're not just delaying a delivery, you're interfering with federal operations." Kyle smirked, already snapping pics with a disposable camera. "I'll let the board decide. Karen's gonna love this." Ryan dialed the queen herself. Karen Whitaker picked up on the second ring, voice dripping artificial sweetener. "Mr. Caldwell, I do hope your driver isn't causing another disturbance. We simply cannot have these intimidating military-looking vehicles upsetting the aesthetic." Ryan kept it cool. "Karen, your security guard is physically blocking a federally protected convoy. That's not an aesthetic issue, that's a federal crime." A brittle laugh crackled back. "Oh, honey, drama much? Perhaps your company should plan better routes. Or maybe I'll have a word with the licensing board downtown about all those trucks rolling through our peaceful streets." Click. Ryan's blood turned to ice. Threat noted. He stepped away, dialed Major Elena Vargas at the Guard Liaison Office, and laid it out, names, times, exact words. Vargas's reply was pure steel. "Stay put. Document everything. We're handling this." 15 minutes later, the desert silence broke with the low thrum of a matte black SUV sporting government plates. 2 agents in crisp suits stepped out like they owned the heat. The taller one, Agent Harlan, flashed a badge so fast it blurred. "Sir, you are currently obstructing transport of assets protected under Title 18. Are you a sworn federal officer?" Kyle's clipboard hand started shaking. I'm HOA Security, Resolution 14.7a. Harlan cut him off, voice flat. "Unlock the gate. Now, or you're looking at felony obstruction of military operations." Kyle fumbled the keys like they were on fire. The gate swung open. Marcus rolled through, followed by the second rig. From her McMansion window, Karen watched through binoculars, face frozen in cartoon fury. Ryan gave her a cheerful little wave. The curtain snapped shut, so hard the rod probably bent. By lunch, the video Marcus had quietly filmed hit Reddit and exploded. 1.2 million views in 6 hours. HOA Karen's minion tries to arrest National Guard truck, gets educated by actual feds. Willow Creek Estates became the internet's favorite punchline. Neighbors who'd once nodded along to Karen's "protect the property values" sermons started side-eyeing her golf cart patrols. Karen doubled down like a true villain who'd read the script wrong. Next morning, she emailed the entire community. "Due to recent unauthorized heavy traffic endangering our children and pets, all non-resident industrial vehicles are now subject to safety checkpoints under Emergency Resolution 22.9b. Translation: her loyalists in orange vests and traffic cones started waving down Ryan's smaller local runs. Retired dentist Mr. Hargrove actually demanded to inspect for hazardous leaks on a truck carrying nothing but bottled water and solar panels. Ryan pulled up just in time. "Mr. Hargrove, unless that clipboard has federal warrant printed on it, you're about 2 seconds from committing a felony search." You sure you want to trade your retirement for a federal rap sheet? Hargrove's face went the color of desert sand. That's when Major Vargas rolled up in an olive-drab Humvee, uniform sharp enough to cut glass. Civilian checkpoint on a secured supply route. Interesting career choice. She handed Karen a thick folder labeled Federal Notice of Obstruction, Last Warning. Karen snatched it like it was poison. This is harassment. Vargas smiled thinly. Ma'am, this is Tuesday. Keep it up, and we'll make it Permanent Injunction Tuesday. The community message board caught fire. I thought the trucks were scary. Turns out the HOA is running its own little police state, posted one mom. Another, Karen, my husband's in the Guard. You just tried to stop gear that could save lives in a wildfire. Delete your account. But Karen still had one card left. A desperate rezoning petition claiming Horizon Logistics trucks were leaking hazardous fluids and destroying community green spaces. She even attached Photoshop puddles. The city zoning board laughed it off in record time. Soil tests came back cleaner than her Botox budget. The denial letter arrived with a quiet note. False environmental claims under emergency protocol may result in fines and referral to the city attorney. Kyle's grand finale was almost poetic. 2 days later he tried to block another rig, this one driven by an actual uniformed guardsman on active orders. Kyle waved his plastic stop sign, reached for the door handle, and found himself staring down the barrel of step aside or get arrested. Local PD showed up, cuffs clicked, and the bodycam footage went mega viral. HOA chat attempts citizens arrest on soldier, becomes YouTube legend for all the wrong reasons. By the emergency HOA election, the rec center gym was standing room only. Karen sat at the head table gripping her rhinestone pen like a lifeline. When the votes were read, landslide for the sane slate, she shot up screaming rigged. Fraud. The new president, retired teacher Evelyn Torres, simply said, "The community has spoken, Karen. Time to let go." Karen stormed out, folding chair clattering behind her, tires screeching into the desert night. A week later, Ryan's warehouse received 2 things. First, an official HOA letter from President Torres offering a full apology and acknowledging Horizon's legitimate operations. Second, a framed plaque from the National Guard, in recognition of professionalism under ridiculous civilian interference. Ryan hung it right next to the printed copy of Karen's final unhinged rant letter that somehow found its way into his mailbox, pure venom blaming him for weaponizing deliveries and destroying neighborhood harmony. Mr. Hargrove even showed up one afternoon with a 6-pack of root beer and a hand-drawn map of back entrances, just in case. The neighborhood breathed again. Lawns stayed green, kids played, and the only thing patrolling the gates now was common sense. True or false? Karen was simply protecting her community with reasonable rules, or did she build the very trap that finally snapped shut on her? Drop your verdict below. Who really got the karma they earned? The truck driver doing his federal job, or the clipboard queen who thought her HOA bylaws outranked the United States government?